Stacy, Fairy Outlet Mother at Ramona Barn Owls, and welcome to our ranch. This is Ramona Barn Owls Ranch. You've all been wondering and asking questions in the comments, how can I tell these boxes apart? Where does everybody live? I'm going to answer your questions right now. We're going to show you tree box 1. This is a box that's 25 feet in the air. You may also see a little swinging lantern there. That is not like Pier 1 decor. That is actually a fake hornet's nest. One thing you'll learn is that bees like to occupy barn owl boxes. So this, I've been studying this for a few years, and it's not a perfect system, but it seems to really work for us. If bees think that there's already a hive, they'll build somewhere else, the nest somewhere else. So when you put an owl box up, I always throw one of these up just for precaution. If you do get bees, always use a humane hive relocator. Never let anyone spray chemicals in your box. You will ruin the box and the owls aren't going to want it, and it's just dangerous in general. I'm always available for references. I like Bee Leaf USA personally. We have a pregnant female, and she started shredding pellets here. She's definitely pregnant. She's actually getting pretty chunky, and her husband is bringing her food. Another sign what to expect when you're expecting. But she has some possessive qualities. So now that she's pregnant, her husband Dash wants to go to the man cave. Let's go to the man cave right down here. And he goes over here to get away from her because she's always like crying and wah, 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 more food, more mating, blah, blah, blah. So he goes over here to get away from her. What does she do? She comes over and like clingy, and she's hanging out with him in the man cave today. Go figure. Probably about 100 yards away from the first one. This is tree box 2 over here. This is also 25 feet in the air. And we have 4 owl boxes on 2.5 acres. We have 5, but just 2.5 are developed at this time. So this is tree box 2. You can look below and see there's tons of owl poop on the concrete, evidence of it being in use. I also pick up owl pellets in the morning when I go for walks. This is identical to this one. And so this currently has 2 owls in it right now. So this is the 4th box that we installed. Trees are way better than poles. We started out with poles. I don't do installs on anything but trees. We have a licensed bonded tree climber that climbs up safely and installs the box. Again, the boxes are super heavy because of the high quality. Just don't do a pole unless you absolutely have to. So as you can see, there's plenty of hunting grounds here. This 2.5 acres is completely undeveloped. Field on the other side, we have about 40 acres that's undeveloped, and that's what they're looking for. Just vast fields which are full of mice, rabbits, gophers, etc. So let me take you over here to one of our original boxes. This is owl box 1 and 2. We also have 2 kestrel falcon boxes. And the reason we built these here is because recently we had a kestrel falcon start building a nest in what they thought was an unoccupied owl box. The owl occupied it at night and was somewhere else during the day. So when the owl came back, she gave the falcon what for, and she had to vacate. So we quickly built these boxes. And most kestrel falcon boxes are about 1/3 of the size, but we're like, hey, if the falcon's trying to build in the owl box, light bulb moment, maybe they want a bigger space. So we built these extra large falcon boxes, and we're waiting for complete occupancy. They check it out occasionally. So this is our very first owl box, and we call it Owl Box 1, right? Go figure. It started out as this sad little box with little home security, wireless camera, like most people have. And pretty quickly after that, my husband is a general contractor, so of course we wanted to hardwire it, expand like everything else. And we got picked up by a streaming service super early because owls occupied it pretty quickly. And we became a pretty hot ticket, and I'm really good at answering comments and communicating with people. So we got pretty popular very fast. Anyway, here's our box, owl box 1. You can see it has a roof, platform, the perches. This is it's an Empire Tech PTZ dome camera. Quite expensive. You can also see a microphone there, which records sound. And we left this tree untrimmed because there's currently an opossum nest in this box, and this opossum, crazy story, is climbing up this tree, jumping on the perch and going into the box. So they're nomadic, so I haven't exactly seen her for a little bit. We'll probably clean that out a little bit because we have an abundance of owls looking for homes at the moment. Again, this is our oldest box, and I think 17 years or something. I mean, it's been there a very long time.
Say how many times? How long ago?
17 years. So it's been there a very long time. Built to last. So welcome to Owl Box 2. Boy, this box gets a lot of activity. It's also dubbed the nesting box because we've had more clutches of owls in this box than any other box ever. So last year we had 5 babies. 2 didn't make it, failure to thrive. The other 3 we ended up having to do some supplemental feeding, but we had 3 successful fledges from this box. And we have a new couple that just started mating in this box a few nights ago. So out of the 4, we have 2 mating couples at the same time. And they're keeping an eye on each other. I mean, but they're all getting along fine. There's rooms for everybody. So this is, again, a pole box, very heavily braced for high winds. I just wanted to show you like where everything's at. Again, about the same distance, 100 yards. This way is owl box 1. So as you can see, they can't even see each other. So one will be the man cave, one will be the nesting box. So they're close enough to be mindful, but I think in all this time streaming, I've had 2 fights. One was over real estate. The other was because like a rogue teen was intercepting food drops. And that's a great long video on YouTube. It's called The Longest Barn Owl Fight Ever. Please tune in. And you can tell we love birds. I mean, if you want to see all of my little rando bird boxes, I think
there's actually some over here too.
Over here, I have a hummingbird nest. I've got feeders here.
You can see those back there.
I have a bird buddy, a hummingbird buddy, a bird buddy, 2 falcon cams, 2 tortoise cams, total of 16 cameras. I only share 9 with you, but we've got a lot going on here. So walk with me to the hawk pole. If you ever have like owl rescues on the weekend, guess where they go? Project Wildlife's closed, right? So I put them in my flying cage, aka greenhouse. It's actually a very safe place for them while we're making sure they're okay, get them checked out, and I take them to a professional shelter when they reopen. Welcome to our hawk pole, which is basically a utility pole. That's all right. So I'm going to climb up and no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to. So the hawks all stay up here. We have red-tailed hawks, red-shouldered hawks, ferruginous hawks, turkey vultures, bald eagle, kestrel falcons, my gosh, migratory ravens, European starlings, like hundreds and hundreds of birds. But the focus at Ramona Barn Owls are raptors, right? So this is a raptor pole. We just call it the hawk pole because the red tails are here like, I wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock, I guarantee you there's a red-tailed hawk on a pole, 1 or 2, every single morning like clockwork. One really cool thing about this is when we walk our dogs to go get pellets underneath the owl box, you'll see lots of pellets here. We're like, oh, owl pellet, cool. Let's see. Okay, light gray. So if it is an owl pellet, it's a great horned owl. You may have learned that in another video. So I'm going to break this open because there's, fake pellet. This is really cool. So the reason I know this is because hawks eat differently than owls. Owls have 2 stomachs. One stomach processes soft tissue. The second stomach forms these little pellets out of fur and bone. hawks eat food differently. Hawks pick at their food. They don't swallow it whole. And so they hawk up pellets, but it's a fake pellet. It's just fur. So if you break this apart, no bones. It's just fur, right? So I do not wrap, bake, and take these to school because I'd probably get like complaints for selling bunk pellets, right? So I kind of leave this area alone. But if you look down here, oh my gosh, there's bones everywhere. This is like a graveyard, right?
Oh, so wait, are all these little... Oh,
You see?
I did not notice.
Look, there's...
Y'all, you need to zoom in, okay?
Yeah, this is like a mass graveyard right here. It's
Crazy.
really cool. There's a jaw mandible. I'm just gonna pick up some random things and show you. Look at that jaw mandible. What kind of animal is that?
Wait, how cool.
Isn't that cool? See the teeth right there? That's a big indication of what it is. Another skull, part of a skull right there. Very cool. I'm going to keep this little mandible and show the kids.
That one is cool, actually.
There is such a thing as pole safety reinforcement. So Wildlife Research Institute was here a few weeks ago. She wrote down this number and she's going to call to make sure that it's retrofitted on top for safety, because the owls can get and the hawks can get their talons caught in the wires. I have received a call of a great horned owl hanging upside down from a power line, so it does happen, unfortunately. So this is where the great horned owls hang out also, which are predators of the Barneys. So if you can look here and then pan over to tree box 1 and 2, it's a pretty good distance. So they know each other's here, but they kind of leave each other alone for the most part. Thanks for watching.